Hi, Quinn wanted to jump back on and have a little video. Take it away.
So this is gonna be 8 common bearded dragon myths. So first of all, I just want to point out that I thought of this video because of Snake Discovery's video, 8 common reptile myths. So I kind of wanted to try it out because those are my favorite Snake Discovery videos because they're 2, part 1 and part 2. Well, I guess it's 8 common reptile myths and 8 more common reptile myths. But those are my favorite versions of Snake Discovery's videos. So I wanted to try and do it for myself, but 8 common bearded dragon myths. So number 1 is do the crickets attack your bearded dragon? I've seen sort of like that. But cause Levi was full and just laying down, and then there were crickets on him. I don't know if they were trying to bite, but they can't actually do any real damage just because, first of all, crickets aren't carnivores, and then second of all, the scales protect the bearded dragon. That's why reptiles have that evolutionary trait, the scales, just because it can help as a defense, kind of armor. But anyway, the crickets cannot cause any real damage. And then second is, do bearded dragons get lonely? So I found this, the crickets attack the bearded dragon, and also this, and I think the third one I'm gonna do, and maybe the fourth, I found on the Zilla page, for some of them were actually questions, but if people thought that, I guess it could be qualified as a myth. But so that's where I found them. But anyway, it's, do bearded dragons get lonely? So the person asked that, and no, they're solitary animals, and you shouldn't get any more bearded dragons paired together unless it's male and female and you're expecting eggs. Because male and male, they fight, female and female, they fight. And that can just be because bearded dragons, some of them have meaner attitudes, and with the same gender pair together, it can end up in fighting. So next is, if a bearded dragon can eat mealworms, well, if a bearded dragon does eat mealworms, can the mealworms eat out of its stomach? That's definitely false. First of all, by the time the mealworm gets into his stomach, the mealworms would be dead. And then also the mealworms aren't capable of biting that strong and able to bite out of the stomach. It can't even do any damage. And then next is so it's are bearded dragons smelly? So they can be, if you don't clean them. Also for the first probably half hour after they poop, it gets smelly, but then it just goes away. So no, they are not smelly if you're cleaning their cage once a week. And then, are bearded dragons mean? So they can fight each other, as I mentioned before, but they're not really mean. It's just kind of they fight each other for dominance, basically. And well, it also depends on the characteristics of the bearded dragons, because at one pet store, there were two bearded dragons in separate enclosures, and the one was like scratching at the wall, and it was like trying to like get through to attack the one in the other enclosure. So that's probably why they separated them. And then the other bearded dragon that the one was trying to get was like, it was like so scared and stressed out. So I guess depending on the bearded dragon, they're not mean, but that one's kind of mean. So, are they picky eaters? Definitely not. Levi is living proof. Like, basically, like, I guess, some of the things he likes better than other, like, things, like he loves collard greens over, like, peas or anything else. But if they're not full, they'll eat just about anything. And then, should bearded dragons stay in their enclosure at all times? And that is also not true because, like, as you see, I handle him a lot. Like, sometimes if he can't, like, get anywhere and we're in the room, like, we shut the door and, like, we just let him run around for a little bit. And then the final one, do they grow to the size of the enclosure, kind of like fish, I guess, do? That is false, because so bearded dragons like always go to the same size, but if their enclosure is too small, they'll keep growing, but then they won't have room to run around. Like, if you don't know, bearded dragons, like, when they're full adults, they can be anywhere from 18 to 26 inches, depending on, like, what, like, species of bearded dragon. Because there are different species, like, I think Levi's like a Ponga vidiceps, which is a common bearded dragon, like, which goes to 24 inches. Like, because there are, I don't know if I'm saying that wrong, but there are multiple types of bearded dragons within the Ponga family. I don't know if I'm saying it wrong. It might be Panja or something. Don't get mad at me. I just don't know how to pronounce it because I've only read it. And yeah, but I think that's it for this video.
Okay, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.